So I heard this game is pretty hard. I've never played a Souls game before, but being the Australian man I am, punching on with kangaroos and surviving 45-degree days with nothing but pants and a jumper on every other weekday, I decided to test the strength of my sanity. How hard could it be, right? What's up, you cretins? It's Cobb, and welcome to Elden Ring. Let's get into it. I decided on picking Warrior, because nothing says you get copious amounts of bitches like holding two massive fuck-off swords. I named myself Cobb, and then Cool Guy in brackets, just so whenever I introduce myself to anyone, they know that I'm in fact a cool guy. I make my character look as close to myself in real life, because making goofy looking characters in video games hasn't been funny since the 800 million other YouTubers decided to make their characters look as stupid as possible in every game they play, just to get 0% of their audience to laugh. It's kinda cringe. We head outside and I start rolling through some boxes. I don't know what I expect to find, but the game gives me nothing. So I roll my way down to this big statue, where the average Australian spider comes out of nowhere. You'd think I'd be great at killing them, but in real life, I tell my missus to come and kill it for me as I run as fast as I can to the other side of the house to hide. So I die immediately due to my lack of experience, but thankfully, you were meant to. Then I wake up in a puddle of my own piss and blood like I normally do on a Sunday morning, and I head down this little drop to start the tutorial. I learn the basics of combat, blocking, and just generally playing the game. I have no clue who said this game was hard, because so far everyone is dying to me within 2 hits. I definitely expect the rest of the game to be like this, and my confidence skyrockets as I go through the tutorial with ease. And then I come across the first mini-boss in the game, which immediately makes me realise that this game has been cock-teasing me with enemies that can barely hold a fucking sword up. I die to him a couple of times as my confidence sinks further and further into oblivion with each hit that I take, until I finally kill him on the 4th go around, with the average Cobb Watcher's dick length of health left. I give him a solid teabag, just so he knows that he just lost to a cool guy, and I'm ready to head out into the real world. This game may make me want to put both my hands into a blender and then try bare knuckle boxing with Mike Tyson, but my god does it look nice. I get told by this guy that I have no bitches, which I find hilarious because he hides behind a mask while my handsome moustache blows in the wind. I head down the valley and spot this big dude on a horse and think to myself that this bloke stands no chance to the guy who still doesn't know how to heal himself. I killed that other big dude in the tutorial. How hard could this be? I've got a wooden plate for a shield and a pocket knife for a sword. That should be more than enough. It doesn't take long for me to realise that this game doesn't give a fuck about your feelings whatsoever and wants me to feel like the useless man-child that I am, and I'm all for it. So I skip that dude because I don't feel like being humiliated for a 200th time and head up to the church. I find this guy chilling who offers to sell me things, but I've got 0 runes because I thought challenging a guy with a 12-foot spear on a horse that's the size of 2 buses was a good idea. I head further up the hill and find these soldiers just wandering around. They stand no chance against the powers of my kitchen knife, and all die with relative ease. They lead me to a cave, however, which has some wolves in it that I'd try and attack, but die to a lot, so I end up just ignoring them, because I don't feel like killing dogs today. Further down in the cave, I find the Beast Man from wherever the fuck that place is. I die a couple of times to him, but ultimately kill him pretty easily and get a cool little talisman that I don't know how to equip, so I just leave it be. Back outside, I head for the Gatefront Ruins, where I'm surrounded by a bunch of blokes that are the equivalent to people on Twitter, ganging up on one person, but being all bark and no bite. It's very sad to see. I kill a few of them and find a grace location where I meet Melina, and she wants to be our maiden. She must have seen that my name includes Cool Guy, and just knew that my life peaked in high school, and I'm now struggling to survive with the remnants of my past popularity tearing through my self-esteem with every passing day, so she felt bad for me. Now I can do something in the game, and I don't know what that is, because everyone in this game talks like they're actively trying to avoid telling me what the fuck is going on, and why all these men and demons want to kill me any chance they get. But hey, I've got a horse now, so that's pretty cool. With my horse, I kill some of the guards again, because I can just run around them in circles. And I end up getting to some chests with some cool loot in them that I can't use yet, because my character is a soy boy with the strength of an infant that refuses mummy's milk.
Live in the Philippines.
So I head further up when I spot this big fella who jumps down and looks like he wants to ruin my day. He's clearly intimidated by my outrageous good looks and sexy moustache, while he just looks like an oversized version of the crackhead that I see at my local bus stop having a dart at 6 AM on a Sunday morning. So I fight him by running through his legs, because he hasn't discovered that trying to stomp on your enemies leaves you wide open for getting your scrotum tickled by a dude a tenth your size, and I end up killing him. I get absolutely nothing for taking him down. I should have just ran past the bloke. I go for a run on my horse and find this guy just chilling in a tree, and he says his name is Bok. There's so many opportunities to rhyme his name with cock, and I find it terrible that his parents named him that. He must have been bullied a fuck-ton in rat school.
But you know what's going on.
Now I head back up the hill where Massive Crackhead came from and find another location for Grace. There's this chick here, and I try and understand what she's saying, but she talks in riddles like everyone else, so talking to her is a complete waste of fucking time. I keep heading up north and find these dudes who try and kill Torrent, so I have to put them out of their misery. Because the only one that's allowed to download torrents is me, you cretins. A little further ahead, I find like 15 dudes, and one of them has a massive exploding spike launcher. So Torrent and I immediately eat one with our forehead. But together, we are strong. With my outrageous good looks and strength and Torrent's speed, we can take on anything. So I respawn with the knowledge that I didn't have beforehand, and head straight for the launcher and take him out easily. Now I just have to kill the rest of them. It's no problem for Cobb Cool Guy. I do my mandatory roll to the next Grace and head through the mist, which unveils Margit the Foul Omen, or as I like to call him, Margit the Maidenless. Look at this dude's rough lid. This has got to be an easy fight. Fuck me. Fucking bad rolls, come on. Yeah, vape break. I'm dead. Fuck me, he's not even fucking halfway dead, cunt.
5 hours later.
Fucking hell. So it turns out, I'm not literally the best player in the world for every single game that I play. I'm going to go make a coffee, have a dart to calm the nerves, and go play literally any other game on easy mode. I'm never playing this game again. Take care, you cretins. Until next time.